If you turn around and you look, everything you see is new.
That's 10 rows, each with about 15 cars.
It's probably 150, 175 cars.
It's what you'd expect to see at a car dealership like Adam Lee's. But let's rewind 8 months.
Look, I have not walked out here in a while. It's a lot of lot.
Last year, new car sales fell to their lowest level in over a decade, as shoppers saw more asphalt than cars on dealer lots. Now, fast forward to today. Dealers like Adam Lee finally have more cars to sell, but rising interest rates are making those cars harder to afford. So the question is, will more inventory equal more sales, or will shoppers hold out for better prices? Let's step back onto Lee's lots to see what's going on with the car market right now, and if 2023 will be a boom or bust year for the industry. Here at Lee's Dodge Chrysler Jeep dealership, shoppers have options.
We have a great selection of everything, and it's unusual. I mean, we haven't had a good selection of anything for, 3 years.
J.D. Power reports inventory at dealerships climbed to over 1 million cars to start the year. It was around 800,000 last summer, but hovered around 3 million pre-COVID.
Customers would like to pull into a dealership and have some choice, whether it's color or equipment. I think they feel that they're not being forced into buying something that maybe isn't quite perfect.
But visiting Lee's Toyota lot, you wouldn't know inventory is up.
We have about 10 or 12 new cars on the lot. However, all but probably 6 of them are sold.
This imbalance between Lee's two dealerships doesn't surprise J.D. Power's Tyson Jominy.
My word of 2023 is asymmetry. We will expect production to come back, but it's going to be asymmetric. Some automakers will come back sooner across the portfolio, and even some models within an automaker's portfolio won't return at the same time.
Take a look at supply by brand in January. Cox Automotive shows Jeep, a brand Lee had a lot of, with 125 days of supply, while Toyota had less than 30 days.
It would be nice to see a few more new cars sitting here. People would like to, we're selling cars to people that are waiting 6 months and they've never even driven the car. So people like to at least try it out.
Still, like other dealers, Lee is quick to say he doesn't want his pre-pandemic inventory back. And for now, it seems neither do the automakers.
We're closely monitoring the dynamic macro environment as well as customer demand to make sure we're appropriately matching supply with demand.
A big reason for that? Pricing. There's a strong correlation between vehicle pricing and inventory. Roughly speaking, the more cars on the lot, the more the dealer might be forced to consider discounts, or a manufacturer might offer incentives to move vehicles.
It's not great for us, and it's not ideal for the consumer if you buy a car today and then 2 months from now you see that car advertised for $6,000 less than you just paid. It's better if maybe there was a little moderation, start with a reasonable price, and just stick to that.
But even a quick look in car windows will tell you many vehicle prices aren't exactly reasonable right now.
This is your random average inexpensive Jeep. It's not so bad. $39,000. It's still a lot. But the trucks are $60,000, $70,000. So it's a challenge in the industry as a whole.
The average cost of a new vehicle was nearly $47,000 last month, the second highest month on record after December. But Jominy says those high transaction prices aren't here to stay. Incentives are near record lows now, but J.D. Power projects they could hit 8% by year's end.
Nowadays, what we can see is a return to incentives advertising in the marketing. So if you're looking for a full-size pickup and you see one on TV, a commercial, that last 5 seconds, you're going to start to see a deal.
You get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups.
But for many buyers, it's the monthly payment they look at most. And rapidly rising interest rates have made those payments more expensive.
Just pick a vehicle here. Any one of these, the payment's going to go up, $80 a month with a 5-point rate increase. So it hurts the consumer and they get nothing for it.
Last year, a lack of cars kept interested buyers out of the market. Now, the worry is higher rates or even a possible recession will dampen demand.
Right when we're bringing on more production and starting to return to normalcy, we're really concerned that economic factors may just knock the industry out at the knees here and consumers will stay out of the market.
But after years of empty dealerships, there's a lot of pent-up demand. J.D. Power estimated 2.5 million shoppers are still looking to buy a car.
This 2.5 million is mission critical to the auto industry in 2023 for helping it achieve the plan, which really is to see sales increase by about 1 million units this year from last year.
Vehicle sales are expected to hit as many as 15 million for the year, more than last year, though still below pre-pandemic levels. But to hit that number, demand has to hold, and some dealers see warning signs.
If they keep raising rates and the manufacturers don't respond, sales are going to decline dramatically. Because people can't spend $600, $700, $800 a month for a new SUV or a truck.
But Jomini says 2023 could actually be kind of a sweet spot year for the industry, where buyers have more choice, but not so much selection that the heavy discounting returns.
We had decades operating at over 3 million vehicles in inventory, and we've had a year operating under 1 million. We have never operated at this, quote, sweet spot where we want to get to. So if we get there, it will be a new environment.
Achieving this requires automakers to continue to produce less than they had been, something Ford has said it would do.
We are not going to go back to the high inventories that we had in the past.
The challenge is that there are at least 30 brands in the auto industry. So the ability to have discipline relies on the other 29 competitors also maintaining a form of discipline.
And it will also mean dealers like Lee will have to continue to live with at least some empty lot.
We're still seeing empty lot. It's fine. It's a good place to push snow, and we don't need any more new cars right now.